Welcome back. Today we're going to focus on the first of the four 32 by 32 base plates. This will be the Nysillin Farm that's attached to the clone base. In addition to the farm, we'll be building what I call the Felucia medium blue plant. I am including some instructions and a tutorial on how to build this, playing around with stud.io a little bit. Now, when we start tiling out and just building the mills plate for this 32 by 32 base, I did use the new to me, black 16 by 16 base plate. Really saved a lot of time, a lot of effort. Really like it. It's a little bit expensive, but I'll be buying more of those in the very near future. Okay, next thing I want to do is create a Nysillin farm. So I'll share a screenshot of what this looks like. So this is going to be my approximation. I got this three-pronged little grass piece. I'm going to go ahead and put in a circular open-ended piece, and then these little kind of barbs. They look like deformed carrots, and I think that'll do it. That's going to be a piece of Nysillin for me. So I'm going to build a bunch of those, and then the next step will be I'm going to put up, this will be kind of the dirt where it's growing, and I'm going to put 2 of these smaller leaf pieces like so, and then each one of these then will have 4. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'll do 3, I think, because I think that'll get a little bit too, yeah, that's going to be too aggressive. Okay, that's fine. We'll do 3 per section. So let's see what that'll look like. I think I got another one built here. We'll do 1, 2. There'll be a little bit of color variation. I only have these in yellow and orange. I think that looks good. And then I have a couple that are going to be smaller. These are just I think a true barb piece to kind of, oh shoot, that's the wrong size piece. And perhaps to show that the Nysillin is growing. It is a plant after all. So there we go. Let's build that out and see how it looks. Now, as I build this out, I wanted to share with you, I was going to buy some more of these pieces. These are actually cattle horns, is the piece type. I could not get over how expensive they were. The average price is 51 cents for these pieces. So pretty crazy. Here I'm laying out the groundwork for the dirt. These are all those old reddish brown pieces. Every time I lay one down, I can hear them crackling, and I know I'm probably going to lose 20 to 30% when I peel this MoC apart. But I like the way this is coming together. It looks pretty good. I did need to build a little, kind of base around it, to tile it off and make sure it looks clean and separated from the rest of the MoC. From here on out now, I'm simply tiling. The only thing I needed to focus on here was making sure that as I put this 32 by 32 base plate up against the 48 by 48 that's already been built, that there's a clean consistency in terms of how the patterns match and the colors match. Okay, time for another tutorial. This time I'm going to show you how I build one of the other large blue plants. I give a lot of credit to Kyber Bricks, who's someone I followed on YouTube, got some inspiration from. So I'll actually try and put instructions from stud.io and actually never done that, but I'm always willing to learn. First off, you'll need 8 of these pieces. These are 6x1 curved. I got them in the translucent blue. Okay, you need 8 brackets. You need 8 clips, the horizontal ones. One of these guys. I bought one of these. It kind of just sits on the top. It's not very noticeable, but it just covers the blue a tiny bit more. And then these as well. In theory, these could be black or gray. It doesn't really matter. 6 or 7 of these. And then to cover it up, you're going to do this the little 2x1 sloped. And then these are the cool piece. These are, I think they're like shield pieces or capsules for like spaceships, but they form the petals of this plant. And it is going to be fairly large. So I'll just do a quick walkthrough and kind of show you what this looks like. So first off, this is what we're going to build. We need to make 8 of these. So you can see here what this looks like. And effectively then, this is going to simply hang off of these 8 different times. And that's really going to form the base of the structure. So relatively simple. I'll do a quick time lapse. And by the way, this piece can come off because I actually bought these blue ones that I think will look a little bit better. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and knock that out real quick. Okay, that is complete. So now we're going to try and assemble this. So I have a stack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 translucent 2x2 round bricks. This goes on top. And then these are simply going to clip in around each of the sides. It's not terribly sturdy, I'll tell you that up front, but it's one of hundreds of reasons that I am not a Lego designer. Casualty. I actually grabbed this thing just to give it some stability. Let's put this on. Okay, so there we have it. And then I just put this on top. It doesn't have any clutch or grip, but there you can see now what that kind of looks like. And I'll change the camera angle to give you a better view. That is what that plant looks like now. And you can see these are they're kind of just floating there, really. But I think it looks really cool. It's fairly large, but I think it closely resembles a lot of the plants that you see on Felucia, right? They're blue, they're big, they kind of get these huge petals. Now, there is a finishing touch that we will go ahead and add here right now. Voila. Finishing touch. You got a, those are simply the orange translucent. I put them on one of those like bendy pipe cleaner things. And I think that pretty closely resembles what a lot of those plants look like. So I'll try and make a few of these, but we're going to put this into the MoC here shortly. Here we are with the finished base plate. This is one of several 32 by 32 base plates that will be added to the overall MoC. Pleased with the way this turned out. We're using the big Felucia plant, the big blue one. Really like the way that came out. I'll probably make 2 more of those before it's all done. Tried to keep the vegetation and flora similar to what I did in the first one. I didn't want it to be too different. Those purple flowers there, I actually stole the idea from one of the floral arrangements. I bought one of those and put it together trying to get some ideas. I did make some changes though. I kind of made the stems black and added some rock work. As you can see, I did a time lapse on that, just Just wanted some variety. I'm not sure if I like the way that turned out. I might need to actually add a little bit more to make sure that it doesn't look strange, just this kind of rock sitting up out of nowhere. Um, the other thing worth noting is the color scheme. It stayed relatively the same, but as you can see here, I have some green coming up, and that dark green in particular. The next base plate, I have an idea for how I'm going to build these pawns, and it's going to be kind of like the dark side of Felucia, I like to say. Um, so again, have some ideas there on how I'm going to make it a little bit darker and more deadly dangerous than some of these other plates so far. Now, though, we're going to close with the instructions for the what I call the Felucia medium blue plant I talked about at the beginning. Here's a glimpse of what it looks like. I will post these on my Rubricable account for free. You can have a look at them there, but if you want to just watch the video and pause it here, you can see quite simply how to put this together. And if you're interested, you can add it to your MoC or, of course, tweak it to your own liking. Hope you enjoy and come back again. Thanks.